We live our yeses, acknowledge our noes. Hooray, hurrah, anything goes. And welcome to episode 0 of the Year of Yes podcast with me, Sam.
And me, Fran.
Yeah, your two hosts for this journey through our lives. Whee! We are just two West Virginia gals. Well, two gals now living in West Virginia. Anyway, and we are going to embark on a year of yes.
Why, yes, we are.
How this idea came about. Fran and I went on a weekend trip to a state park here in West Virginia. And we were in the car for many hours because it was 2.5 hours away, I think. Maybe 2 hours, I don't know. And then it was a Jeep trip. So like we were doing some overlanding. Anyway, we had a lot of time in the car together and a lot of time to talk about things. And the thing that Fran kept saying was no. She didn't want to do something, or she didn't believe in herself for something, or she didn't think she could do something. And I was like, Fran, you need to have a year of yes. You say no to yourself so much. You need a year of yes. And I started out saying it kind of like a joke, but then I kept saying it because you kept saying no.
And then it started to resonate.
I know. And then I was like, wait. Well, I think we both were kind of like, wait, maybe this is an actual idea. And then I said, well, I could do a year of yes too. Let's do a year of yes together.
Hooray, hurrah.
And yeah. So the project is basically that we are starting on January 1st. And going until December 31st, 2023. And we are saying yes to things that we wouldn't normally say yes to.
It will be a big year.
It will be a big year. It's going to be exciting and scary and challenging. I've already failed my my practice yes for this year. You know, when I signed up for that swim-a-thon.
And what happened there?
I just didn't do it.
Well,
I made excuses.
We acknowledged our nose.
So I try and swim every week at the Milan Park Aquatic Center. And I walked in one day, and the woman behind the counter was like, hey, you should sign up for the swim-a-thon. Now, I am not a good swimmer. I'm not a great swimmer. I'm not a professional swimmer. I don't swim very far or very fast. And so my first reaction was, nope, why would I do that? But then as I was walking away, I was like, this is the thing I would normally say no to. So why don't I say yes this time as like a practice? So I signed up for it. And I even recruited 2 more people to be on my team. And I raised $130 for the aquatic center.
Well, that rules.
And I realized that doing the actual laps wasn't necessary because I had already raised the money.
That was just the added benefit. Use our facilities.
So, a combination of laziness and, I don't know, insecurity kept me from doing my practice, yes. Which I feel like is maybe the best practice. Because it's only going to go up from here. Have you thought about practice yeses recently?
I have, actually. I told myself, okay, get up. Do not hit snooze. Get up and start your day on the right foot. Yeah, I get up 1 minute before work, so that hasn't worked for me.
I think we might have, I don't know. It's definitely going to be some work.
Lots of discipline that hasn't been around for a while.
Mm-hmm. And some tries and some fails, but some more tries. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be documenting it all right here on the podcast. Well, maybe not all of it, but selected highlights of our lives. So after I had this idea in the car, I was doing research online to see if anyone else had done this before, and I found out that Shonda Rhimes wrote a book called The Year of Yes, but there was no podcast. But in Shonda Rhimes' book, she also created a journal, actually, that you can buy. But I just looked up the the prompts that she has in the journal, and decided I could just do my own journaling. And they are: the yeses I handled today, what I gained by saying yes, and what were the dark and twisty parts of today's yeses.
Ooh.
And that is what I will be journaling about each and every day, which is going to be an active discipline in and of itself. Do you journal now?
I used to be a lot more consistent with it. It has been quite some time.
Mm-hmm. As I went to bed last night, I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to just lay in bed and watch YouTube until I pass out. I'm going to have to be a little bit more disciplined and do some journaling before I watch YouTube and pass out.
Yep.
So for me, the purpose of doing this Year of Yes, I wrote down some things. Number 1, to explore my curiosity. Number 2, to get me out of ruts, which I really feel like I have a harder time with than exploring my curiosity because I'm a pretty curious person. 3, to challenge myself. 4, to love myself, which can often be a challenge. 5, to meet new people. 6, to achieve goals. And 7, to try new things.
Those all sound pretty good and exciting.
Did you write down any purposes?
I do have some purposes that I wrote down. My purposes are starting with releasing any excuses that I have consistently used in my life that no longer serve me. And then also loving the neglected parts of myself. And lastly, connecting to my 10-year-old self. Yay.
All of those sound like really good things.
I think so too.
And somewhat challenging things.
Extremely.
And hopefully some fun in there too.
Oh, yes.
I think the 10-year-old's going to have fun.
Yes, very much so.
So I think the next thing that we wrote down were some parameters for our years, because we're not just can't literally say yes to everything and still be healthy.
It'll be like Yes Man, the movie. We don't want that.
No. So the parameters I have down are: I don't have to do more than 1 ? 2 ? activities a day. I still don't know if I should have a set quota or a minimum or a maximum number. But I have it. We'll see. We'll see how that evolves. Number 2, no getting drunk because someone else wants me to. That's dumb. Number 3, nothing illegal unless it's helping someone. 4, yes to invitations. 5, yes to dreams. 6, yes to discipline. 7, yes to positive self-talk. 8, yes to things that scare me. 9, yes to things that interest me. 10, yes to mountain biking. This is where it gets kind of specific. 11, yes to skiing. 12, yes to visiting state parks. 13, yes to dates. I will say yes to anyone who asks me on a date in 2023. So far, I've been asked out 0 times since moving to Morgantown.
Here's your chance, people.
And I have yes to resting when sick. Yes to hygge, the Danish art of coziness. Yes to music. Yes to reading. Yes to getting out of bed, which is very similar to your alarm situation. Yeah. So those are the parameters that I came up with.
Very detailed.
It's me.
That's Sam. And in true Fran fashion, I have not finished mine. but I have ideas. And some of them do mirror some of the parameters that you'd mentioned. To start, I wrote out self-care. So not neglecting self-care if I'm saying yes to events or fun things to do. Valuing exercise is another one.
That's big.
Gotta feel good. Not only physically, but mentally. So I'd like to meditate as well. And my yeses, I don't know if I said must, or maybe I should say should align with my wants in life. We'll see.
Wait. So what do you mean? Your yeses should align with your wants in life?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
You know, for example, if I wasn't a big mountain biking person, if I always said yes to mountain biking, would that really be like aligning with who I am and what I want to do? Probably not. It might be fun, you know, every now and then, like I would commit to it, but yeah, it's things that I consistently like to see in my life. Like, I love animals. I'll say yes to hanging out with animals or taking care of animals anytime. If anyone needs a pet sitter, I'm right here.
We have a rover applicant right here.
Mm-hmm.
But would you say yes to mountain biking once?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing for me. Even if I don't want to do it multiple times. Even just doing it the one time I'm asked, or the first time that I'm asked.
And then deciding from there if it aligns with what you really want to do.
Because we're going to have a lot of yes opportunities.
Yes, it's quite daunting.
Sometimes I still want to say no to mountain biking, and it's something I've already committed to.
But when you're done, how does it feel?
Pretty much the way that it started, the way I felt when I started it. Really, I'm still really bad.
But not really the results of, you know, the activity itself. How did you feel in your body or in your head after trying it?
I feel good unless I fall, and then I feel bad in my body and my head, actually.
Oh no.
And I've fallen a bit. But I mean, physically, when I get exercise, I feel great. And mentally, so I'm trying this thing where even if I'm not good at something and I'm frustrated with myself for being not good at it, I'm trying to allow myself to feel that frustration and then say, oh, well, I'll get better at this as long as I keep trying. So that is the attitude that I am trying to take with mountain biking, because it's just a struggle. One of the things that I want to say no to more so that I can say yes to reading and music is television.
No, but yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to say no altogether because I still really enjoy TV, but I need to say no more often so that I can accomplish some of my other goals.
Now maybe that's where some of the harder parameters should go, towards things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hard stop, hour, 2 hour, whatever you're looking for. Some limits are good.
Yeah, some limits are good. We all need parents in our lives. Would anyone like to volunteer to be our parent this year?
Pretty please with sugar on top.
Maybe we have to be each other's parents. Maybe we have to be our own parents.
And if we can't be our own parents, we'll help each other.
That's for sure.
Like co-parenting.
We're co-parenting our little year of yes babies.
Yay. Grow up big and strong.
I like that, actually. This is our little year of yes tyke.
Aww.
So Fran and I are different because Fran's initial reaction to a lot of things is what?
Ah, run, hide, and scream.
And my initial reaction to a lot of things is, oh yeah, I'll try that. So we are going to have probably very different experiences of the year of yes.
I'd say so. I'd say, I don't know what I'd say because it hasn't happened yet. But
yeah, we can come back to that at the end of the year.
Predictions? Yeah.
But considering that I already failed on my practice, yes.
Yeah, so what happens is it as soon as the clock strikes midnight, it begins, and if we try on the first day and fail, then what?
Then
try again.
Try on the second day and the third day and
try again.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Till we stop saying no so much. The point is to stop saying no as much as we are now. And I need to, for me, I need to say no to certain things so I can say yes to other things.
That is necessary.
Yeah. There are some things that I really want to accomplish in my life and my personal development. And I'm not going to accomplish those if I just sit on the couch watching TV every night.
And it's sort of fitting because you just started a new decade of life. You can edit that out if you want to.
Nah. Why would I edit that out?
So, a new decade of life brings even more change or willingness to change, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is, will you now follow us on our next episode of Year of Yes to find out what really will happen?
Dun dun dun. Yes, please come back and listen to us. I will definitely be here every week. Fran will come in as she feels called to, hopefully more often than not, but we'll see. The other part of this podcast, other than us talking about our individual journeys of yeses, is us inviting guests on who inspire us and asking them to talk about the yeses that have made their lives what they are, which I think personally I'm as excited about as my own journey.
Agreed. And I personally have a few people already in mind who are very inspiring to me.
Same.
And would like to share it with you.
So some of you out there might be getting contacted very soon by us.
Get ready.
Okay. Until next week, which will be the new year, 2023, when our Year of Yes kicks off. All right, so until next week, we wish you success with all of your yeses and many, many laughs. Bye!
Goodbye for now.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye! All right, bye, people.
Okay, bye.